White women are socialized to be nice. And part of that niceness means you don't come to a beautifully prepared dinner table and then leave because something upsets you. So we know they'll stay. So that's why we use the dinner. How many of you at this table think that you're racist?
Welcome to Race to Dinner.
How many of you at this table, you nice white people, would actually happily trade places with a black person in this society?
Disclaimer, the following contains blunt and honest conversations about racism.
We have the hostess prepare a crying room, so when your white lady feelings get hurt, you can go in the room and have at it.
Disclaimer, no white women were harmed in the making of this report.
In 30 seconds, we establish, that you all are racist and that you know the hierarchy. Black at the bottom, white at the top, and the rest of us somewhere in between.
The goal is to have radically honest conversations. I'm old enough to have demonstrated and marched in the 60s, okay? And what I know is as a society, we don't have honest conversations about race.
During Cyber Rao's unsuccessful run for Congress in 2018, she found her schedule overflowing with coffee dates and campaign events.
At every event, line of white ladies wrapped around the door waiting to talk to me, to tell me, not all white women. My platform was anti-racism. Not me, you've got me wrong.
Denver native Regina Jackson worked on Cyra's campaign and thought to consolidate these one-on-one anti-racism discussions into a dinner.
So we did it. We just did one of these dinners, and it was full White Women, the Broadway musical. Crying, arms folded, eyes rolled, pacing around the dinner table. And we posted about it on Facebook, and it went viral.
I should have educated them.
The dinners, which continue to grow in popularity, have taken place from Denver to Chicago to Toronto. A white woman chooses to host at her home for a group of 7 friends. The price of the 2-hour dinner, $5,000.
You know why people are worked up about this? Because white people think that them doing this work is charity, and we should be paying them. So even a penny would be too much.
Thank you.
Race to Dinner's message can now be consumed through a New York Times bestseller and a documentary.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Want me to sign your book?
All geared for white women who acknowledge their unchecked biases and are looking to purge the Karen inside of them.
White liberal women are some of the most dangerous people out there because they're the ones with, changing their Instagram profile to the black box and posting pictures of their kids doing lemonade stands for Black Lives Matter and end Asian hate. And when it comes time to speaking up for a black woman at work or an Asian woman at work or a Latina woman at work, silent, silent.
At this table, silence is not an option.
What we would love is for each of you to go around and talk about one racist thing you've said, done, or thought recently.
When we do our marketing, when we do any of our advertising, it is all white.
I have a young son, and as I was thinking about this conversation today, I recognized I haven't purchased any books for him that feature characters that are not white characters.
Do you have any black or brown or Asian friends?
I guess that's no.
I'll invite some of your clients to this very special event. If you look at the type of event, you would think, well, this is kind of like a white-leaning event, right? Like a very fancy higher education institution. It's hard to get tickets, they're expensive, all of that. And I definitely, I'm thinking, okay, which one of my clients would like to go to this event? Who do I know that reads, or we've talked about books before, that kind of thing. And I invited all white clients, for sure.
All white women are Karens.
Karen, a pejorative term for a white woman perceived as entitled or demanding beyond the scope of what is normal.
This work is work.
The philosophy of Race to Dinner is acknowledging most Karen offenses aren't those horrific videos that pop up on your Twitter timeline. Rather, they show up in whispers and hushes.
You just told us you didn't say anything, right? White supremacy is absolutely swastikas, Confederate flags, hoods, all of that. But it's also not getting books for your kid, right? Not having really any meaningful relationships with anyone who's not white. Marketing with images of white people. Going to all white functions and inviting only white people and being silent in the face of open racism. That is also white supremacy. Once you can see it, I promise you, you can't unsee it, and you will be changed. You will be different. You will start making different choices. You just have to start somewhere.
Sometimes that somewhere is found here, amongst the wine and charcuterie, and sometimes it's not.
I definitely sweated a lot tonight. Me recognizing that I have racist moments really reaffirms how important this work is and how much we need to have more conversations.
It was definitely uncomfortable at times. We have to come to our action and how we think of ourselves on our own, not by somebody forcing us there.
Your collective silence is deadly to our kids.
Within the blunt delivery is a desire for every woman to leave the table a better person.
You got to get yourselves right.
According to these disruptors, to truly deconstruct the Karen inside, you must put your own oxygen mask on first.
Thank you. All you have to give away is who you are. So you make yourself the best person you can be. And that's what I say to white women. Do the work.
Stop taking it personally. It's institutional. We all come by it honestly, you know? And this binary racist bad, anti-racist good, it's not. You're not bad for being a human. You become bad if you fail to acknowledge it and you refuse to acknowledge it and you refuse to actually try to do something about it.
Race to Dinner's ideal outcome is for freshly open minds to spark similar conversations in their individual friend groups. And Syra and Regina say that is definitely happening. If anything you just saw resonated with you, but the price tag's a bit too high, there are other avenues to consume this message. The duo just released a book and filmed a documentary, which is debuting in the U.S. on Thanksgiving Day on iTunes. So again, you know, no politics at the dinner table. You want to be like, hey, family, you want to watch?
Got an idea for you.
I got a documentary for us to watch on
Get your
Thanksgiving
popcorn
Day.
ready.
Well,
yeah. So their hope is that those conversations spark more conversations. People then go out in their own communities, friend groups, that kind of thing.
there you go, because you're going on girls' trips, right? You're in these book clubs. So take those opportunities to have difficult conversations. If you're not going to do it, no one is, right?
Really interesting. Thank you.